friends, so I recently just reopened my online store and it's in desperate need of new inventory. So in today's video, I'm going to do 2 quick flips and 1 DIY to get some new items up on the website. So all of the products that you see in today's video will be available for purchase at PrestonAveryDesign.com. Alright guys, I am a bit under the weather, so if I sound terrible, I promise it's still me. However, the show has to go on. So for the first project, I am going to refurbish this old bird cage that I thrifted a while back. All I'm doing is adding some fresh Spanish moss to the already existing moss, and I'm going to fill this with florals. Once I have my Spanish moss in place, I'm going to go ahead and fill this with some florals. And I'm just doing a very relaxed arrangement, combinations of blues and purples and greens.
My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the snow, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old.
Once I have my florals in place, I'm going to go ahead and replace the top part of the cage, and then I'll secure it in place. And once it's secured, I will go around and look and see any empty spots from the outside that need to be filled in with some more greenery or florals.
I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold.
For project number 2, this is one of my best-selling items, which is so funny because it's one of the easiest things to make and the most cost-effective. So these little houses usually give me a really good profit margin. So I've already cut these. It's just a 2x4 that I cut down into the size that I desire. For this one, we're going with the little short ones, and what I'm going to do is sand this down using my hand sander from Amazon. And I'm going really heavy on the distressing on here because I do want these to look heavily distressed. I want them to look really shabby. And so the paint that I have on here is the paint from Walmart. It's called Antique White. It comes in the can. It's ready to use. And I just sprayed this on when I was spraying a whole batch of items. And so for this one, like I said, I'm going really heavy on the distressing, pulling most of that paint back on the edges, and I really love this look. Once my distressing is done, I'm using a pack of stencils from Walmart, and I'm just going to monogram these little houses.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand, look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay.
But this is one of those wall plates that I usually painted with those fruits, grapes and whatever you call it, but it was really not pretty at all. So I gave it 2 coats of the DIY apothecary paint, which gave me great coverage. and I'm using 220 grit sanding paper to sand some of that back and bring some of the original color out, just to give this a little more character. And so once the sanding was done, I am going to play with some florals, and I'm going to make a wreath out of this. I will say that I actually received inspiration for this project after watching my dear friend Bree from Upcycled by Bree's last video, where she does the Pantone color of the year, which is Very Perry? I think so. I'm sorry, Bree, if I butchered that. But anyway, she mixed a really beautiful purple, and she had it on a wood round, and she added some florals to it, and it turned out beautifully. And so I was inspired to do the same thing to this wall plate. So the garland that I'm using here is from Amazon. It comes in a pack of 2, and I think it's $11 for a 6-foot garland. Once I've secured my garland in place, I am going to go ahead and stencil a monogram on this plate. I used the letter S. I don't know why. I think it was the closest one out of my stencil pack that I grabbed. I thought it just fit perfectly in the space also. Once my monogram letter is dry, I'm cutting down some of these beautiful roses from Walmart, and I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue these in here. Now, these are some of my favorite roses to work with from Walmart. They look so realistic. They give the perfect shabby chic look, and I think they're $3.49 for a bundle, and you can actually get several projects done out of them. Now, for the ones that I feel I cannot securely stick inside with hot glue, I'm using my staple gun to secure in place. And I'm going to go ahead and add some of those leftover florals from Michael's. Once that's done, I'm going to create a bow out of lace, and I'm going to attach it to the plate. And that will be all for this project.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river. Get down on your knees. Come to the mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. Oh, you're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river where you will find